Refreshing stories. My name is Hiroshi. I'm a salesman that just got back from France. Man, it's been so long since I've been back to Japan. It feels great to be back. Up until recently, I was working in France, but I decided to leave my job in France for several reasons, and came home to Japan. Alright, let's go! I rode the train for a few hours from the airport, and headed to a small fishing village on the outskirts of the prefecture. Man, the air's so fresh here. It feels so nice. I quit my old job to be here, so I have to do my best. Hello? Excuse me?
Oh, welcome. Are you staying with us today?
No, my name is Odaira, and I'm supposed to start working here from today.
Oh, welcome. It must have been a trip here. I'm the manager here, and my name is Michigo. Nice to meet you.
Yep, nice to meet you too.
But I'm so glad you're here. There's barely anyone that's willing to work in this small fishing village. Well, it's not like we get a lot of customers anyway, but the hotel is massive, so it's a pain in the ass to clean.
I understand. I'm here to help as much as I can.
Thank you. You're a lifesaver. When you put your stuff down in your room, could you change into these? So that's gonna be what you do here. Could you actually get started with carrying the futon out?
Of course.
I'm sorry, I know you had a long trip here and I'm making you work already. And you wanted to be in the kitchen, right?
No, don't worry about it.
Thank you. Let me know if you need anything.
And so, I started working in this hotel as a janitor. Working here is pretty fun, but we're located in a super rural area, so there's barely anyone that stays here. Business wasn't going well. But one day, they let me in the kitchen and asked me if I wanted to learn to become a chef.
So, you're the new worker, are you? You wanted to work the kitchen, right? And your name is... Odaira?
That's right. Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you too. Let's see. I'll make some of the stuff on the menu, so just watch and learn.
And so, the head chef started cooking up a few dishes. He was swift and precise. Whoa, these all look amazing!
You can eat these now. We're not expecting any customers today, so here you go.
Really? Thank you so much! These are delicious! The added flavoring is simple, but yet it adds so much depth to the dish. This is incredible! The presentation is exceptional too. This dish just embodies everything that makes Japanese cuisine so special.
Thanks. You're making me blush.
Well, I meant everything I said. I came here all the way from France to learn from you.
Really? Well, that's great to hear. All right, let me cook up more dishes for you. Name any dish, and I'll cook it right now.
Really? Then could you? And so, I just spent the entire day watching the head chef cook up the dishes I named. I wanted to learn as much as possible from him by watching his craft closely.
Oh wow, it's this late already? I've been cooking for hours now. You can go back to your room and rest now.
Yes, chef. Thank you so much. Please let me learn from you again sometime.
Of course.
Man, the head chef is so talented. Let me go watch him cook again tomorrow, in between work, so I can learn as much as I can from him. Huh?
Oh.
This is the manager's room, right? Why is she sighing like that? Ma'am? Is something wrong?
Huh?
Well, you were sighing, so I thought there might be something wrong.
Oh, so you heard me through the door, huh? Well, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it.
Okay then.
Yep. By the way, you were in the kitchen all day today, right? How was it?
It was so much fun! The head chef is incredible!
You think so too. You know, I was one of the first people to truly realize how talented he was.
Wait, really?
Yep. He and I have been working here for decades now, but whenever something was bothering me, he'd make me a plum onigiri for me, and that's why I fell in love with him and his cooking.
Wow, that's such a nice story.
Yeah, but that was decades ago. That's why I want to protect this hotel for generations to come. It holds so many of my memories.
I've only been working here for a few days, but I'm already in love with this place. I'll do my best to protect this hotel as well.
Thank you. That means everything. Let's both do our best.
Yes, ma'am. And a few months later...
So, you want to try making something today?
Wait, really?
Yep. A friend gave me this tuna fish yesterday. So, do you want to try cooking something up with this?
All right, I'll try my best. And so, I picked up the knife and started cooking. The head chef stood by my side and watched. I've learned a lot over the past few months by sneaking into the kitchen and watching the head chef cook. I was dying to put my skills to the test. I'm done, chef! Tuna karaage with Japanese-style sauce on it. It's simple, but the vegetables add a nice contrast to the dish. This is not bad for your first try. Thank you so much!
And it tastes really good too. This is good enough to serve at our restaurant.
Really? You have no idea how much that means to me!
Now you have to make sure you can replicate.
Sir? Are you alright, sir?
It's fine. I'm okay.
But you look sick! I think you should go home for today.
Well, I can't do that. We have a reservation tonight. I have to start preparing for dinner time now. Could you help me out?
Yes, sir. A few days later, one of the other employees told me that a famous food reviewer was going to be in town soon. Apparently, he advertises the restaurants that he likes. I'm sure he'll love everything the head chef cooks. And when he does advertise us, things are gonna get really busy around here. I'm gonna have to work even harder! And a few days quickly passed. It was finally the day the reviewer was supposed to come to our restaurant, but something awful happened.
All right, so for today, could you all... Ma'am, this is an emergency. It's the head chef. He's... What?
When we rushed over to the kitchen, the head chef was lying on the ground.
Hey, wake up. What's going on? Are you all right?
He never ended up answering the manager, and he was transported away on an ambulance shortly afterwards. Are you sure you didn't have to go with him to the hospital?
Yes, I'm the manager here. I have to take care of this place when he's away. When I was organizing the files, this came out. Is this a doctor's note? It was on the ground by the head chef's desk.
Now that I think about it, the head chef looked sick a while back. I told him that he should take a break, but he refused.
I see. He was working day and night to revive this place. He was overworking himself. I told him to take a break too, but he wouldn't listen. I can't believe he was hiding this from me.
So that's the reason you looked so worried the other day.
But that means we have to work even harder to make his dream come true, and to make enough money to pay for his medical bills. But we were gonna do that by making the food reviewer happy, right? But the head chef is gone. What are we going to do?
Then I'll cook.
What?
I've learned a lot from the head chef over the past few months. I'll put everything I learned from him to the test and cook up the best meal possible. And so, I went to the kitchen and cooked up a few dishes for the manager and the other employees. And this was how they reacted.
Whoa! This tastes exactly like what my husband used to cook. The food reviewer will love this! Yeah! Odaira, I know this is a big ask, but could you take the kitchen over while my husband is away?
Of course. Leave it up to me. And so I spent the next few hours preparing the meal that I was going to serve to the food reviewer.
The customer is already at his table.
Yes, ma'am. This is the first dish.
Yep.
All right. And for the second dish, I should serve it with some soup as well. And so, I was very busy in the kitchen that day. Meanwhile, this was what the food reviewer was up to. The whole place feels cozy and comfortable. I love this place already.
Sorry for the wait. This is your first dish?
Whoa! The presentation is excellent! All right, let me take a bite. This is...
Is something wrong?
No! I was just surprised because I'd never tasted anything this good! And afterwards, the food reviewer just ate the dish without saying anything until he was done. And after his meal, phew! Thank you for the food! Could you maybe call the chef in here? I want to give him my gratitude.
Yes, sir. I brought him over. This is the chef that cooked your meal tonight.
Oh my god! I knew it was you, Mr. Piroshi Ohira! What are you talking about? My name is Hiroshi, and I didn't know that you were a famous food reviewer, Pierre. Long time no see.
What's going on here? Do you guys know each other?
Mr. Odaira is a famous chef that trained in France. I've had his meals a couple of times before. He's one of the most famous chefs in all of France. I heard that he quit his job in the restaurant he was working in a couple of months ago, but I didn't think he'd be here.
Wait, you were a famous chef in France? Is that true?
Well, yes.
But why in the world did you come here then?
Well, recently, I've been on a slump. and I didn't know what kind of dishes I wanted to cook anymore. But that's when I remembered this hotel.
Remembered?
That's right. I've been here with my parents when I was young, and the meal I had here was just the best meal I've ever had. So I thought that if I came here, I could learn what it is to cook what you truly want to cook. And so, I hid my identity and started working here as a recruit.
I see.
That's a wonderful story! But you just started working here a couple of months ago, right? Why are you working the kitchen already? Well, I told Pierre everything that happened that day. Oh my god! That's such an incredible story! The love you guys have for this place is remarkable! Alright, I know what I'm going to do now! I'm going to stay here until the head chef comes back!
Huh? But...
Of course, I'll be advertising this hotel every day while I'm here! Please, tell the head chef that I'm wishing for his speedy recovery and that I'm looking forward to enjoying the meal he cooks!
Thank you so much!
And that's what happened.
I see. I knew you weren't some average Joe from the moment I ate the first dish you cooked up.
Really? Well, why didn't you tell me then?
I thought there was a reason he wasn't telling us who he really was. So I decided to respect that, right?
Yes, I wanted to clear my mind and learn what it truly meant to cook, like I was just starting out.
That makes sense.
Thank you so much for protecting our hotel, Odaira. Can you take care of the kitchen while I'm away?
Of course, but it's still your kitchen. Come back as soon as you can, okay?
Of course.
And thanks to the advertising efforts by Pierre, people started flocking to our hotel from all over the country. We were able to grow revenues, which helped us finance the head chef's medical bills. In less than 6 months, the head chef was back in the kitchen, cooking for all the customers.
Sorry for the wait. I guess I gotta cook that famous food reviewer the meal that we promised him. Help me out, would ya?
Of course! And Pierre loved the head chef's meal more than he did mine. The next day, he left for his next job.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pierre. If we didn't have you, I don't know what would have happened to our hotel. You can come by whenever you want. We'll cook up the best meal you've ever had for you.
Thank you, too, for providing me with this amazing meal. Good luck with the hotel, you two, and I'll see you soon. I'm so glad we were able to revive the hotel, sir.
Yeah, and this is all thanks to you and Mr. Pierre. Thank you so much.
Don't mention it. You taught me everything I know about Japanese cuisine, so I have to thank you too for that.
I see. By the way, did you ever find out what it is that you truly want to cook? You came here looking for that, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
So, are you going to go back to France then?
Well, that was what I was going to do when I came here, but I realized that the food I want to cook can only be cooked here.
Does that mean?
Yes, I would like to stay here and keep learning from you. Is that okay?
Of course it is.
And from that day on, our hotel grew more and more famous, thanks to the media covering us and our restaurant. And so, the head chef and the manager were able to achieve their dream of protecting this hotel for generations to come.